And then the rest of stuff that I couldn't put on my desktop around the blog post, I wrote in this notebook that I showed you guys already, right? So and then because I wasn't feeling well, I started recording everything on the calendar. I went to the dollar store and picked up a calendar because I couldn't like time, like I couldn't keep track of time, you know what I mean? Like I couldn't tell, like, oh, it's like daytime, nighttime, like it's like the next day. Like I lost track of time, and I hated that. I was like, I couldn't, like, I felt like a zombie. I told you guys that. So I started keeping track of my period, right? And I was like, I've never done that. I'm sorry, I know that's a little too much information, but yeah, I started doing that. Like I never had to do that before. So I started keeping track of my period, and then one of the spirits told me, he said he's gonna, like, I hate the concept of time, but he said he's gonna, like, keeping track of my period, my nail growth, my hair growth, and that kind of thing, he said is kind of like I'm acting like a clock, and I hated that. So I realized, like, after every, like, roughly 18 days, I get my period. So that's how I was keeping track of time, right? Because it was awful. So I know every 18 days I get my period. Like every month, my nails would grow back to full length, right? As long as you guys saw before. And then after a year, like for my hair to go really long, it had to have been a year. Yeah. So, I finally got time around Christmas, and I took those photos that you guys see on Instagram. Everyone else, like every time I need something, you guys are never there, but when you guys need something, I'm always right there. So like during Christmas, I asked you guys if you wanted to come with me to go take, or like, not take pictures with me, but like I needed someone there with me to look after me while I'm taking these pictures, because I want to take these pictures, but I didn't feel, like, my body felt so weak, right? And I didn't want to black out or pass out anywhere. I was kind of scared. So you guys all left me for dead, and I went to go take those pictures, because, like, if I don't take these now, I'm gonna regret it. Like, I remember I woke up one day, I was sitting on my bed right there, and this spirit came and talked to me, and it was like, do you want to go take these pictures? And the way the spirit worded it, it felt like I wouldn't be able to take them later. So I was like, something's off here, right? So I was like, okay, I'm gonna go take these pictures. I'm not gonna let anyone stop me, right? I would have preferred if someone was there with me, because if anything happened to me, like, I was really scared. So I didn't know that the virus was gonna happen, right? Like, I felt something was wrong, I just didn't know what. So I took all those pictures, and then the virus hit, and I'm like, oh, okay, this makes sense now. This is why I was feeling like I couldn't take these photos later, because these types of events are canceled now for this year, right? So I hope you guys like my Christmas pictures. Yeah, I told you guys there were other photos I wanted to take. I'll give you an example, but I won't tell you everything, because if I tell you guys, I don't want to, like, because I know you guys are going to feel bad because you abandoned me during Christmas, and I don't want you guys showing up later, because I can't handle it right now. So I won't tell you where or what or when, but I'll tell you just, like, for example, I want to take graffiti photos, right? So as soon as I say graffiti, you guys know exactly where I'm going to go, right? But I'm not going to tell you where or when, right? But if I happen to see you guys there, like, I wouldn't mind. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know how to explain this. The video's gonna cut soon. But you know what I mean. I'm gonna go take graffiti photos. You guys better not show up. Like, if you guys, I don't want to run into anybody, you know? Okay, maybe I should cut the video before it cuts off on me. I think it just did. Okay, okay, I'm gonna cut it here.